A lot of you might know Toby as the person that helps me whenever my project cars go drastically wrong and I can't be asked to do something. Well, Toby has decided he doesn't want to be in the shadows anymore. He's bought his own project car. Toby.
Hello.
Talk to me then, mate. What is this?
Have a guess.
Knowing you, it'll be a Mark 1 Mazda MX-5.
No?
Wow! This is not better than a Mark 1 MX-5, mate.
It absolutely is.
How?
It's in the back. It looks better.
So you're saying that?
It's common.
So you're saying that this is basically a cheaper Boxster?
You could argue that, yeah.
It's not, but oh well. I still remember though, mate, you absolutely hating on one of these at auction. Was that a TF?
That was a TF.
Right, what's the
In a
difference?
hideous colour.
It was not that hideous.
It was grim.
It was not.
Difference is, this is hydro gas suspension.
Right.
Which is admittedly a bit worse, but we don't talk about that.
Why is it worse?
Well, it tends to lower itself on its own.
Does it?
Yeah.
So it's
on the temperature outside.
So it's basically taken after the P38 Range Rover, another Rover project.
Yeah, another piece of British crap.
So you've been singing this car's praises since I've got here. What's actually wrong with it?
So, it was a part exchange from the guy I bought it off.
Right.
It needs a bit of work, I will be honest.
What MG doesn't?
Well, exactly. But it needs all new brakes, it needs new wipers. It's got a lot of advisories, mostly on bushings.
Okay, so that's going to be a pain in the arse because you don't have a press.
Yeah, it's sitting very low on the back.
Is that hydro gas you mentioned?
It could be.
It could be.
It could be. So the brake lights, they basically stay on when you turn the ignition on. But
really?
It's a common fault on these, and it is a switch under the brake pedal.
Okay, so it's a brake pedal, it's a brake switch,
It's
that's
easily
it.
done.
Okay, that's not too bad. What else?
Reverse lights are out, that was an advisory. So
Bulbs.
that'll either be bulbs. Other than those easy fixes,
Right.
there is some bodywork which needs addressed.
Oh, really? What's up with it?
There's a fairly large hole.
Were you aware of this?
No, I wasn't aware.
You should have been aware of this, and do you want me to tell you how you should have been aware of this?
How should I have been aware of it?
Come with me. So the way that you should have been aware of this, Toby, is you bought a car with an MG badge.
You cannot attack this because it's not an
I
MG.
can!
You bought a Mazda MX-5, renowned for rust.
You have a good point there, to be honest, but it was an NB, it was the worst one possible. But then again, MG throughout history has probably made some of the most rusty cars of all time, with the possible exception of the company of...
Lancia.
Yes, exactly. But then again, my MX-5 was worse than this.
By a long shot. It's a bit scabby here, that needs addressing. It also needs some new undersealing along the sill. It's starting to go.
But Toby, this is an MG.
Exactly, and there is worse than that, don't you worry. So, under here is a fairly large hole, yeah, there. And someone has tried to fix it with expanding foam. And I didn't see that when I bought the car.
That is a very 1960s fix for a 1960s brand.
Yeah, well, this is effectively a 1960s car. Most of it was MG Metro.
It's rusty, but at least it's a clean title.
It's a clean title, but that don't mean it hasn't been crashed into. This don't fit entirely properly. And then there's that there, dent there. Yeah, it needs a bit of bodywork.
Toby, what have you bought?
A lovely little British sports car. The head gasket will eventually need replacing.
Oh, I wonder why that is. Are these reliable head gaskets on MGF?
Yeah. Most reliable you can get, mate.
You sure?
Yes. The plastic rear window is a bit shabby, along with the rest of the roof, but I do plan to get a hardtop, so it'll look a lot better. Yeah.
Or an MX-5.
Well, exactly. Parts of these are cheap, so that's the main thing.
It's an MX-5 roof. 500 quid?
750 now. Probably about that, yeah.
Wow.
It has slight paintwork issues on the door handle. The wing mirror cap has seen better days. The windscreen has started to delaminate, but other than that, she's alright, to be honest, yeah. It's not a bad car. For 500 quid, it's alright.
Okay, so she's alright. How do you take the roof down?
With great difficulty.
Right, where am I going with this then?
So, it's fairly like your old MX-5.
Oh, it really is?
Just pop them off.
Mate, are you sure this wasn't an MX-5 in its previous life? These
Before
are...
you do that,
Oh.
unzip the back window.
Are you telling me this doesn't just fold back like a Mazda?
No,
Oh, for God's sake.
it's British, what do you expect?
Yeah, we're not German. We don't try to over-engineer everything.
shit at engineering anyway.
Oh, Aston Martin.
EB7.
That's a brilliant car. I won't have that. The Lagonda, fair enough. All right. Why does it get stuck here? Is there another bit of the process?
So you've got to pull these tensioning straps and take the tension off the wheel.
These literally look like seat belts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like that.
there we go.
There you go. And then close those. Make it look a bit nicer.
Okay. This is nice. Can I have a go?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's get to it.
Stop! Remember
What?
there's no MOT?
You're joking.
No. Why do you think it's 500 quid?
So I've got to go all the way back?
Yeah.
All that way?
Yeah.
All that way?
Yeah, all the way over there.
You know what, Toby?
What?
I actually like this car.
Well, I'm very glad. Because you didn't like the TF, so...
I did like the TF.
Not the one at the auction house, you didn't.
I did. That was you that didn't like it.
You said you didn't like it. You said you changed your mind. So...
All right, Taylor.
Oh, it's true. You didn't like this, did you?
I didn't like this at first either, but
No.
now I have actually come round to it.
Good.
It's quite a quirky little car. I mean, there's a lot that needs to be done on
Oh
it.
yeah, but it'll be nice when it's done. It'll be a nice little sports car. And for the price, you can't complain.
For 500 quid.
What can you get for 500 quid nowadays, which is a convertible rear-wheel drive 2-seat sports car?
Mazda MX-5.
They're all rotten. For that money,
So's this.
not completely.
Not as bad as an MX-5,
No.
especially an MB with those chassis rails.
Exactly.
Toby kind of plans for this car to be his build for the future, but let's be honest, you're going off to motorsport college.
Yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah.
he's an actual mechanic,
Yes.
and you're going to be gone for a while with that. Finances are not going to be great. 'cause you've
Well,
got to go-
exactly. It's going to be a slow build, but we'll
Yeah.
get there eventually with it.
Well, what were the plans? The lowering pins, that sounds...
Lowering knuckles.
Lowering knuckles, that's it, which mess with the hydrogas too
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
Okay, that, then you're going to put probably a trophy body kit if you can find it.
Potentially, I don't know.
If you can
I'd quite like
find
to keep it stock body, to be honest. I
Okay,
quite like it. as it
fair
is.
enough, fair enough. Fix the interior,
Yeah, yeah.
redo the roof, and few other little odds and ends there. But honestly, other than that, and a head gasket,
Well, I don't know when that one you're doing.
no,
We don't know.
we'd still do it just out of precaution, because my
Potentially.
granddad had 3 of these that all failed with a head gasket.
Yeah, it is going to need doing.
There you go.
I'll put an uprated one in it, and it should solve the problem. But we'll see.
Perfect. Well, that's going to be something for the future then. It's going to be a while before we see this car again, but we will definitely be seeing Toby soon. Thank you guys. Take care.